So, Shannon, do you see Mac Jones falling to Belichick at 15?
Skip, I can see it, and I understand the comparison, Skip, because you're looking at a guy that's not very athletic, Skip. He did run 4.83. I mean, he's...
I thought he ran some.
Yeah, Skip, he Usain Bolt compared to Tom. Tom was like 5'2".
Well, I was just going to say, he's way more athletic than Brady ever was.
Yeah, and I think that, like you said, Skip, look at the program that he came from.
Yeah.
Look at the accuracy in which he threw the football, competed at a very high level. It's because, you know, there are no off days at Alabama. Coach Saban makes sure of that. So you know he's going to mentally and physically prepare because that's what's required of you at Alabama. And Coach Belichick normally likes guys from Alabama because guess what? Coach Saban was his defensive coordinator when he was in Cleveland, and they've maintained a very, very close relationship. If I'm not mistaken, I think they had like a 30-for-30 something on those two guys.
They did.
So they have a great relationship based out of the 3-4, basically a pro-style offense. So it makes sense. At some point in time, Skip, they're going to have to address that issue. And now I know they got Cam back for 1 year. And if Cam is 80% of what he was in his MVP season, that would be great.
Yep.
But you could take Mac Jones, sit him for a year or two if need be, or you could say, hey, 2021 Cam is all you, 2022 Mac, you're up. But I like it there, Skip. You wouldn't have to move up or down, but maybe somebody moves. This is what we know about Coach Belichick. The moment you think you know what he's going to do, he does just the opposite. Yep. More times than not, Skip, what does he always do in the first round? Trade and get more picks.
Trade back.
Yeah, trade back to get more picks.
I don't ever remember him trading up.
No. He ain't trading up. No. He ain't trying to give up no assets.
Yep.
He's trying to get more assets. So I can see them if he's there at 15, but maybe somebody else falls in love with him. San Francisco at 9, he would be great in the West Coast offense. He's athletic enough to make it work. But I don't know if they're going in that direction. Maybe somebody else moves up and take someone else. But if I'm the Patriots and I'm sitting at 15 and he's still on the board, I'm taking him.
Okay, I hear that. Because, listen, Mac Jones, he grew on me. and I will bet you that Saban is telling Belichick, you know what? He's way better than I thought he was going to be because he was really good last year.
He was excellent last year.
In QBR, my favorite stat, his year was a 96. Well, that annihilated the field because Justin Fields was down at 92. So he won college football QBR by 4 points.
Right.
That's hard to do.
Yes.
Now, let's step back and look at what he was working with. Mel Kiper has Devontae Smith going 7th overall. Jalen Waddle going 8th overall. Najee Harris, the running back, going 30th to the Bills. So near, but still first round.
Right.
And just to remind everybody, Ruggs went 12th overall last year, and Judy went to your Broncos 15th overall. So Alabama, if these picks hold that Mel's predicting, and he's very good at what he does, that would mean that Alabama would have 4 receivers taken in the top 15 of the draft over 2 years.
Yeah.
That's impossibly great. And throw in Najee Harris as a first-round pick skill position.
We ain't going to talk about all those first-round offensive linemen they had over the last 2 years. Skip.
Okay, so my issue with Tua was be careful. You got a track team of receivers. Tua got to throw to all 4 of those guys.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Well, they're just open everywhere. It's just open, run free, hit them in stride, touchdown. And the protection was supreme, obviously, because of all those first-round picks. So Mac benefited from the same. By all accounts, Mac Jones took over the locker room, maybe not the way Brady does, but he was the leader of this football team. So I'm going to give him high marks there. So given the perception, the resounding perception that Belichick is in love with Mac Jones, that he could be the quote-unquote next Brady, even though Mel Kiper says, please don't hold me. You know, he's not saying, he's just saying he's Brady-like because he's tall, pocket passer, right? With limited mobility.
Not Skip. When you look at him, you're like, he ain't winning no Mr. America contest.
No.
Just like Brady.
You saw him, I saw the video of him at the pro day, he looked like Brady. He just looked like some guy out there throwing football.
But he set the NCAA record for completion percentage.
Okay, there you go. He is a dart thrower.
Yes.
And even if they're open, you got to be able to hit them.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to, but in this league, Skip, you got to throw them open.
Yes.
Because if you wait until they get open, then when you throw it, they're not going to be open.
Okay, so now to this sort of premise that he would fall all the way to 15th. Mel's got 4 quarterbacks going, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Okay. And the 5th quarterback's going to fall to 15. It's just hard for me to believe because once the resounding perception is out there, Belichick loves this guy, then all of a sudden other teams are going to be saying, well, wait a second. If he loves him, maybe I should love him.
But Skip, but if you think about it, look at what Joe Burrow was throwing to. Jamar Chase, Chase might be the first receiver taken. Justin Jefferson, we saw what he did.
We did.
And he got another with Marshall coming off the board. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So it wasn't like he was throwing to some duds.
He had studs. No duds, studs.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's start with the Jets at number 2. Again, there's indications now from Corey Davis that they are going forward with Sam Darnold, which I cannot believe. I'm not a fan. You liked him.
Yeah.
You think he needs maybe a change of scenery or better skill?
Yes, I think with skill, with right people around him, I think he'll be better.
Okay. So at number 2, are they really going to stick long-term with Darnold, or are they going to take, Mel's got him taking Zach Wilson? Though Mel says he likes Justin Fields more than Zach Wilson, so do I. I'm not, you're not 100% sold on Justin Fields, but I'll take him over what I saw of Zach Wilson because the competition
Unless you're Zach Wilson, because I've only seen him play 1 year, and then I saw him step up against competition.
And you saw 1 game at East Carolina.
Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina, that was not pretty.
It was not pretty.
Yeah, okay. So is it possible the Jets... I wouldn't rule them out talking themselves into Mac Jones going forward. It's possible. And then we start looking at teams that still seem to have a quarterback quandary. Is Philly out of the quarterback game? And we're going to talk about Joe Flacco signed as their backup.
Oh, my goodness.
And are they sold on my guy, Jalen Hurts? Well, I never know about that.